Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, nothing has changed more than the event business in the past few months. As you all know, just about every event got canceled. To talk about that right now, Robert Sanchez, he's an expert on this subject, S3 Global Events. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jeff. It's an honor to be here.
Yes. Well, I've got to hear, what was that like for you when the country began shutting down? I mean, your clients, everything got canceled.
It was, a kind of an eye-opening. You all of a sudden have to pivot and have to look after your client's best interest and see, how safe you can keep them.
Yes, and you're one of those guys that always has the plan A, plan B, plan C. Was there a pandemic playbook? Did you have a playbook for this one?
I must tell you that this is a new chapter in the event book business.
Yes. You're also the president-elect of MPI Dallas-Fort Worth, and that's Meeting Professionals International. Tell us more about it.
Sure. So anybody in the event business that's planning events has a resource that they can join. It's a global chapter. It's actually based here in Dallas, down the street. But it provides the local people a way to gain education and knowledge in the event industry business.
Yes.
There's also events that we put together for to network with other individuals and get those relationships that are key to our industry.
And that's so important because I think in any industry, the problems that you deal with are unique. And just to be around brothers and sisters who can also relate, that's important, isn't it?
Absolutely. Relationships is the name of the game. We learn from each other. We might be going after the same business, but at the end of the day, we're all in this together.
Yes. I was on the MPI International website recently, and I found a nice video that I think sums things up. Let's roll that now.
Behind every festival, every speech, every product launch, every special event is a professional who specializes in bringing people together. A professional who understands business goals and strategy. A professional who can create never-before-seen experiences that inspire people to evolve their outlooks, examine their preconceptions, and take positive action. Meeting Professionals International is the career home for people who bring people together. Through its accredited professional development programs and network of local chapters around the world, MPI educates, supports, and connects the connectors so they can produce events that inspire, energize, and create positive change. Because MPI knows that when we meet face to face, we can stand shoulder to shoulder. When we meet, we change the world.
Wow, and I can vouch for that. Back when I was doing a lot of public speaking, I spoke to NPI DFW chapter, and I was really impressed. I mean, it was first class. That's got to be something that you pride yourself on.
Absolutely. With everything, it requires a lot of behind-the-scenes testing and having, like you said, Plan B and Plan C. So when the event does go off, it goes off without hitch.
That's awesome. Okay, so President-elect, the pandemic did not happen during your year, but you certainly had, probably learned a lot here in the last few months. What do you hope to bring into your year?
So, following the footsteps of some great leaders that we have in the past, banding together and coming up with a game plan for the future, relying on each other. And it's just really setting up the necessity of what MPI brings to somebody's young career and then moving forward into their future.
Yes. We've got some pictures off of the MPI local chapter's Facebook page. We're going to show some of these. It's a really young, vibrant group, isn't it?
So yes, I mean, anybody that's starting in their career or has been in the industry for a while, it is a great mix of young, old, all walks of life.
Yes, and I know that you guys are givers, and it's not one of those groups where everybody hoards the gold. They really look to help each other out, don't they?
Absolutely. We are all part of this great industry, great way to make a career, and we definitely help each other out. The more that we can help, it helps everybody.
Yes. How did you get into this field?
So just as a young professional, I was, worked at a hotel as a front desk clerk, and just got to interact with people. And being a natural introvert, it was kind of a challenge, but yet people believed in me, and I really love to serve and love to help people.
That's
so
cool.
It definitely helped me.
And let's talk about S3 Global Events. What is your title there?
So I'm one of the co-owners and creators of this industry. It took some great developing. Obviously, not a great time to start when it comes to the pandemic, but because we have been through some of these challenges before with 9/11 or some other challenges, it really just helped us grow faster.
Absolutely. Well, give me one of your favorite stories of success.
So one of my clients was facing to cancel their event and was kind of working with some challenges when it came to their contracts. They brought me in. I was able to, because of my history, my ability to look at certain contracts, and then also my relationships, I was able to negotiate and help my client minimize their expenses, and then eventually put on the event where we were able to do it all from the beginning to end, and it was an amazing event.
Wow. Well, this has been a wonderful segment. We're going to put up your website first. It's S3globalevents.com is your website. I love it. Very clean, very sophisticated. And then also the local chapter of MPI. All you have to do is go to mpi.org and navigate to the Dallas-Fort Worth chapter. Robert, thank you for being a great guest.
Thank you, Jeff. It's been a pleasure.
You bet. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you next time.